Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Grow and Clip Bonsai for Seniors. My name is Tom Novak, and today is December 30th of 2021. It's 35 degrees Fahrenheit or 2 degrees Celsius. We're going to try to do Hilda's Offspring and some from the Bonsai Supply. We got a little bit of that left. We're going to use the little pot for that, and the SuperFly Bonsai, so we're going to use that up too. But I just want to say to Mark Sanders from Bonsai Garden with Mark Sanders, good luck tomorrow on your radiology again. I know we're all pulling for you. Your whole bonsai family here is all pulling for you. So stay tough, and I know you can do it, buddy, because you're a fighter, not a loser. You're a fighter, Mark. So stay in there and hang tough. So I had to cut the pot because this is the only easy way to take them out of these pots without a drainage hole. But you can see the roots on Hilda's Offspring. There's 3 of them, and you can see the roots coming out of the bottom of the pot, and these are just rooted in vermiculite. That is it. So let's see if we can get them out. I'll throw that pot out, and let's see what we can do. We might have to cut it. I think that's what I'll do. Just cut the pot, and then we'll see if there's roots on there or not. So let me cut the pot some more down this way, if you can see it. Cut it right down. Let me get the camera so you can see how I'm working, because I'm not. There we go. I'm not pretty good at the camera. So let's take them out the best we can. Just like that. Get rid of the old pots. And I have my little dish of water here. And one good thing about vermiculite, look at the roots on this one. Look at that. Let's turn it around this way more so you can see. See, the vermiculite comes out real easy. So that's good to root. But you can see the beautiful roots on it. Let's check the little guy. Put it in. You can see how the vermiculite falls right off. And here's the roots developing on the little one. So I'm doing it now because I don't want them to tangle up, which they come out good. You can see all the vermiculite on there. And once you dip it in into the soil, there you go. Nice. And there's like a root just on the top here where it's growing out, so we're going to have to get rid of that. So the vermiculite is still good. So what I'm going to do is put it in a pot. I got the pot without the drainage, so I can stick it all in there because it's still good. Maybe I can root some more in there, but there we go. Get that out of the way. Vermiculite is real easy to use. It soaks up water fast. It's good for rooting. I like it. That or sand, but right now this is the vermiculite that came out. Okay, so let's get our little pot right here, and I got a little screen in there so you can see it. And we're going to take the bonsai soil from the Bonsai Supply company that Scott Winters sent me from Let's Do Bonsai. Thank you, Scott. So let's get the soil into our little pot here for the little guy, because I don't want to use the soil on the big pot because I don't think I'll have enough. So let's get the little guy out, and we're just going to put the roots in like this because I do not want to cut the roots on here, even if it's a little bit off. We'll just try to move them out the best we can so they can grow, because it's still young. It's still growing. Everything's new to it. So let's hold it in like that. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. Let me get this box out of the way. My big toolbox. And if I can put it in this way so you can see me planting it. Something like that. There we go. Because I know I'm in the way. So I'm just going to hold it up. Give it a little bit on the top. And just a little bit there. But before I do anything else, I want to get the roots growing good. So I got my azus here. I got 2 containers. No, I just got a little bit left. Yep, after the holidays I got to order some. I'm just going to give it a little bit of squirt on there, so it'll help the roots get established more. Now I didn't use no rooting hormone on this. I just put the plant in as is. Let's get that in. Just to hold it up. A little bit dusty, but that's all right. Just like that. This is pretty good soil to hold us in, so hopefully the roots will take off nice on here. I know it's used to the vermiculite, but that's why I had to take the roots out and get them used to the new soil, because when you leave a plant, a tree or any kind of a plant in a pot, and you don't loosen up the soil to get the roots out of its comfort zone, they'll just stay in there and they'll just wrap around even though you got it in the new soil. So it's always good to tease the roots and get them out. Okay, so let's give this one a squirt. Now, I didn't have a bigger pot, so hopefully the big one will go in good. We get Mr. Elephant here and give him a good little watering until I can give him a good dousing. Now he's a little bit crooked, so we're just gonna take and get a little bit more soil here to hold him up straighter, just like that. See, we're almost out on the bag there. Just like that, just to hold them in. And I just got an old rock that I took apart, and we're just going to hold them. Just like that for now. So that's one down. And we're going to put this over here. Sorry for getting in your way. Now we got the other pot, and now we're going to do the soil from SuperFly Bonsai, because I don't have enough in this bag. So you can hear the noise of me rustling and the bustling here. So right now I'm going to take the bigger pot, my bigger cup, and I'm going to add soil into here on top of the screen. Now these are all young roots. So all I want these roots to do is get established, because this plant is still a baby yet. It's only in here maybe, I don't know, I think I put it in November. So it rooted pretty good. And this is like an aerial root, but I have to cut that off because it's too high out of the soil. I don't know if you can see that. The bigger root right here, the aerial one, There we go. See, it's too high up out of the pot. So we're just going to clip that off. And always dip and clip when you get the youngsters. So I'm just going to fan the roots out the best I can right now to get this established into the pot. And just like that to hold it up. Let's get my scissors here to hold it so I can get my azus here and put it on the roots. Let me get it on this side. Get that in there. Just like that. Now there's no azus left hardly, so I have to leave the cap off. Let me get some more soil here. And we're just going to put it in until it gets established. Once it gets established and the roots start growing out, then we'll try another potting. But it's got to grow all summer to get vigor, because if I try to do it again in the spring, now we got to give it a chance to grow and to get used to everything. So now that we got that in there, now it's a little bit wobbly, but what I'm going to do is dip and clip here into the peroxide, and I'm just going to take this bigger branch off right here. So just like that, just at the tip where it joined. I don't know if you can see it. That way there you go. And then we're going to take our spray bottle. Forgive me for the camera work, but what are you going to do? There we go, just like that. Just water it in. But I'll give it another watering once I get the big guy in. And I'm not going to jiggle in too much on this. Let me get my little chopstick, hit my little skewer, and just put it in slow, because these are real fine little roots that just started out. I'll just push the soil in, just push it in nice. I'm not worried about it being this way off the pot or this way off the pot. Right now I want the roots to get established. So now I'm going to take a nice rock. Let's see which way it's going. Oop. I guess I'm a little bit off. How's that? There we go. And it's push it down, and we're just going to put this rock right in front there to hold it. It can be the front of the pot or the back of the pot, but right now we want this plant to get established. So there we go. Now the bigger pot. Okay, now we got to put the soil in. Here we go. I'm getting topsy-turvy here. And it's called an angel wing. Hilda's plant. It's a I can't say the name. I'll have to put it in the description for you. Let me get some more of this soil. And now I don't know if you'll notice that this is a dead branch that didn't take. So I got my ironwood shears where I just hit it, it opens. I'm going to cut it just like that. And you can see, this light is terrible. I have to find a new way of doing it, but you can see it's dry there, so I don't really need any lipstick on it. Now this one's got nice little root system coming out here. You can see how nice the roots are. So I'm just going to spread them out because they're still young and they're still growing. So I want them to get established and to grow good. I am not clipping anything on the roots because it's still a baby yet, so to say, even though it's got a massive height here. So I'm just going to raise it a little bit up, something like that, and then I'm going to take and put the azus in. Now you're saying, Tom, you ain't got Mikos. I know, I got to order it. I don't want to order it during the holidays because the mail gets goofed up. I mean, it's slow, and I just don't want the mail to have excess work yet. I want everybody to get their holiday gifts. So, just like that. And can that be an aerial root there? Coming out like this? Why not? I'll just put it out like here for now. Get this all in. And just fire it in real nice and easy. Just like that. And it's holding pretty good, and I'm going to let this aerial root stretch out about there, and let's see if that root stays and lives or not. I don't know, but we'll give it a shot. I mean, for cutting that thick in vermiculite, it turned out pretty good. Look how big that is. So these things root pretty good. You just got to put it in right. There we go. Just like that, like that. Just put the soil in easy around the roots. I could cut that off, but we'll leave that as a sacrificial root just in case. Just in case it doesn't turn out right. But the other roots should grow. These are 2 fine soil mixes. Now you know you're going to say, Tom, you ain't using your mix. I know, I want to use these up. So, just for now, and the arm got to quit going in front of the screen, I know that, so I'm going to have to try to go around. There we go. So I should have put it over here. There we go. Now reach over this way for Mr. Elephant and give it a good watering. Now it's a little shaky. It's on shaky ground here. So I'm going to have to put another heavy stone in there, just like that. Let me get just a little bit more around there because there's like a little hole there. Get my other pot out of there. There we go. Just like that. Now I got a heavy rock for this one because I came prepared. And we'll put that right just like that. Right there to hold it in its place. And we'll just wet it. I'm going to say, Tom, what's that on top of the rock? That's just old glue and stuff that they used to hold it together when they made like a mountain scenery. Well, you can see how nice vermiculite really works in rooting your plants. There you go. Everything's smoothed in. And I don't know, I can put a feather rock here. It ain't gonna hold nothing in, but just for on top of the little root out there. And it's pretty good holding in, so it's going to be in the basement here. It's going to sit in here in the dark overnight because the best time I do my planting is at night or super early in the morning, because that way the plants have a chance to recover and get out of transplant shock. But the azus should hold it in real good and help it do that. So there we go. There's Hilda's babies. There we go. I don't know if we can get them 2 on there. And then here's the other one. Let's see If I can move them over and you can see without dropping them on the floor. I guess not, I'll just have to hold it up. But there's the three of them. Or three babies. Or three offspring, or young whippersnappers, so to say. So, I know what I can do. Just put this down here. Take the dish off so you can see them better. Hold that there. Put this here. Now they're going to have to sit because the roots got to get established. So that's the three of them. That's her offspring. And they root pretty good. And look at what you can get from a nice thick stem cutting. You can almost get like a tree that you try to grow for many a year to get it that thick in the trunk. So I'm just going to stick them on a flatter table. Get this in a little bit more. And it's still a little loose, but that's why I got to keep them flat and easy so they grow, and I'll put them in the sun. And then this real big top leaf I'm going to dip. And I'm going to just clip it off right here so it doesn't have, see right where I clipped it? So I left enough of that little stem on there. So this way here, it has enough chance not to topple over. So, today's Thursday. Let me get this out of the way, put it on a flatter part of the table. Get all this out of the way. And that's the little offsprings. Get this out of the way. And let's see if you can see them. There you go. Unless I can bring this back a little more so you can see it a little bit better. There. There we go. So you take care, everybody. It's Thursday night. Grab a good book and a hot cup of tea and sit back and relax. And enjoy a nice book and just relax with it and get your favorite chair and just sit down and relax. And I think these will take out pretty good. We'll see. We'll give them a chance. I'll give you an update and see how these roots took on here. So hopefully they'll grow. I'm going to put them in the basement in the corner. So you take care, everybody. And have a good, safe evening. My name's Tom Novak for Golden Clip Bonsai for seniors. And Mark, fingers crossed, Mark. I know you can do it. Stay strong, Mark. Take care. Take care, everybody, and have a good day. Have a good evening. And if you got an old rocking chair, sit back and relax and enjoy your tea and read a good book. Take care.